Alright, it's been a year. That seems to be about the normal for me. So we're going to start here on the ballroom side of the house, where we, or me, decided to redo. Honestly, it's been so long since I've worked on it, I had to look at my old video to see where I left off for you guys. Anyway, we were in the middle of fixing this side of the home. That turned out really nice. Anyway, I redid this side kind of to update and match some of the other things that I've done over there. I don't know, you have to look at the old video to see. This, I didn't design this so that it can come out like the other doors in the house. So this one is fixed. Mostly, as you can see, we have wiring running through this part of the home. But really, you don't need the wall to come out, because there's such a great angle looking down there. Look at how good. There's the chair. We can see all the way down. If you look way down there, that's the door to the butler's pantry. You can see the edge of the flowers to the front door. And right here is the ballroom. So we come right in through here and we can see them. Anyway, another really nice piece that's turned out. Detail that while it matches the rest of the place, it's unique to this door. I still am going to do some more tweaking to it as well. Forgot why we're in here. We need to look at the start of the ceiling. Those little flared arch pieces that are the start of, and honestly, when I did start working on this, I got a little ahead of myself, and I was like, whoa, we need to be able to see in the house, because we're starting the structure pieces for the next floor. So that is, hang on, I'm going to pause and move my lighting. Okay, so we're moving into the structure of the second floor on the home. A lot of this trim piece, this is a big beam we got running right here. Which I'll kind of show that in a second, but let's take a look at the inside of the room. Yeah, I have finally have my music notes that I can add there. Of course, Lego has come out with some actual piano keys, but I think I like the work I put into that one. They, you know, because technically those black keys would be raised. I'm pretty sure there's a name for them, but it slips my mind now. Anyway, we've got the detail that's starting for the top of the room. And really, what I'm going to be doing is the ceiling is going to be resting on these pieces. I'll kind of show a little bit more when we go into that room what my plan is. But let's see if we can come through here and show this piece that's been done. So from down here, this is the balcony that's gonna go up here. So we come up the stairs. Let's take this wall out. And this, I did manage to get this done. So we've got this wall built. Come up here with our little stairs and come to this landing. Now, I'm not sure what I'm doing with the landing yet. I think it might be like a nice little conversation. People sit down, have a conversation, but the vantage point that they have, now the room is going to be red. It's not big, as you can see by the minifigures, but their vantage point is to look down at the front door, or they can look over here and look down in the ballroom. And that's what they're going to be looking through, is that. And this piece obviously needs to be finished, but it's got the nicer kind of a beaded look from the inside, even though when you come over here, all that's going to be hidden up in the ceiling. But the point is that the pieces you do see look nice. Okay, so back to this beam, which if you look at it, it's got some heft, and I put a lot of these layers of these boards and then some of the bigger long ones to help control the flex that's going to want to happen in there, because it's going to be supporting, and this is just some mock-up pieces to see how it's going to land. But it spans the whole room, but really the beam is only spanning from there to there, which is still, I think, a lot. If you take a look at the old mansion, each of these rooms, whether it doesn't look like it or not, but each one of these rooms is only as long as this, which spans 16. So that's as far as any room in that house went, because I knew I didn't want, I knew I wanted to have a tolerance that you could push on a floor and not have anything punch through. This home is bigger, the rooms are bigger, I'm pushing the limits of things. So that's where this is. This main one right here is holding the main weight, and then these smaller ones, there's going to be a series of them that run across here that make the support for the second floor. But if you look at this, look how thick we're getting. By the time we're done, we're going to be about 4 or 5 Legos thick just for the floor. But that allows to create the ceiling, to run the wiring, which this doesn't take much room. I just remember as a kid, I hated the homes I would build. You know, you go to push on the floor to put a table or a chair, and you'd punch through the floor because it couldn't support the weight. So that's kind of where I get a little obsessed about making sure that I can come in here and I can push on any of these floors and they're not going to punch through. In fact, as silly as it sounds, I actually designed that thing where you could stand on each of the floors. I wanted to make it that strong. This one, I don't know if it's going to be that strong because you've got beams like that are going to flex. But unfortunately, I'm not going to have a lot to update with you guys this time around. We did get, let's see, more support that we've got going right there. There's that big column. It's going to come up, and you see the starting of it for the stairs coming along there. Again, we're just mocking things up. This beam, you might be like, well, that's a little tipped, but it's just kind of sitting here because it is going to be an exposed beam. And right now, as it sits, it's just going to support the stairs. I'm going to have other things coming across here that are going to be more than likely, well, they're probably going to be exposed, because the idea is to have this be all open. So when you come from the top and look down, that's the idea. But you know, every time I think I've got a game plan, I kind of end up changing things. I'm going to see if I can get my camera up underneath this. Let's take the front door out. I don't like the bottom of, oh, is my camera going to get in there? Yep. I don't like, see, if you look at the bottom of this beam, you can see, well, obviously the pieces that make Lego connect. But I don't like the look of that. And so this beam, Lego has come out with this really cool, here I'm just going to knock one of them off. And they've come out with this really cool, where you can stick this to the bottom of things, but it's a smooth. Changing what I think is hideous and making it smooth. Here's another angle down this hallway. There's a table that I built. There's 2 chairs. Yeah, oh my. So, and like I said, I'm never settled with things. So, okay, so I started this just last night. I thought, you know, I need to kind of spend some time working on this year. Anyway, as much as I like how simple, and that's what I like about the home. I don't want a lot of overstated lines, and you can really see that with the home. There's some detail on the corners that, you know, draw your eye, but other than that, the home really is fairly understated, and that's what I like about it, is that what is there does have that nice detail. But I do think the front entryway, here, let's get the front door back in there. I do think it is a little too understated. And no, we really don't have a table out here with a chair. This actually goes in there, again, because I'm not satisfied with something, I'm tearing it apart. But this got hidden because I built things too quickly before I made a video. And this is a desk underneath there, and what they are doing is writing a letter, and that is my idea of an old-fashioned phone where you have to pick it up and hold one piece to your ear and the other piece is to your mouth. But anyway, I kind of digress here. This is where I'm kind of a little, that's understated. I'm trying to figure out, Lego again has come out with some really cool pieces. You know, you got these half rounds. I know in my last video I talked about how they've got those that, the elbows for the smoothies. Now they've got these, you know, a round piece. Then you get 4 sections. They're just coming out with some really neat stuff. Almost faster than I can build this thing. But I wanted to make the entrance, I don't know, a little more, less boxy, you know, try to offer some round pieces here and there. And I just started this yesterday, really, it's not much. But let's go in here to the library, which this is nothing new. We've seen the outside of this before, but what I did manage to get done is we saw the staircase last time, but we ended where we didn't come up to anything. Now we've come up to what we're going to start really to look like. This. Here, let's come underneath here and take a look. Actually, let me move my lights. Okay, we have maximum light now. So you can see the detail on there. And what I'm trying to get is what I need to maybe move the light for is this detail that's gone around. Now some of it's not finished. If you look back there in the corner, it's not completely finished. And of course, I want to put something on that mantle. But if we move my super bright light, the idea is come up the stairs, you get to walk around. I would like to put a chair there. Kind of wanted to put 2 chairs there, but here. We're going to steal you. And we're going to put her right there to just give you an idea of... it's big, but it's not that big. We're talking only 3 wide to walk down that. We have a little bump out there, but obviously we're going to have books going along here. Just really cool. But another problem, if you kind of start to look at things, you see back there is the beam I was talking about earlier, and look at the height. The top of that beam, which we still have one more height to go back there, is the top of the floor for the second floor. And this room, I'm not even done. So we're going to be a little skewed, which is okay. It just makes the home unique like that. And these older homes, well, the idea of it being an older home is cool like that. Anyway, this room, I know the last video, I got my little quarter rounds there, making it a full circle. Again, I like these windows. I'm not totally happy, so I'm trying to figure that out. But this room is ready for the ceiling. And if you look at, I put a smooth tile on each lip. So these are the little, and I'm OCD enough that every Lego needs to be facing where you can read it. Anyway, the idea is to take a board, which I don't have any sitting around here. Nope. And we'll just take this as an example. Obviously, it's not going to be like this. It's going to be square pieces. But, you know, put smooth tiles, create a pattern, much like the floors have, but make it like a decorative ceiling, and simply turn it upside down with those smooth pieces and have it rest. So you have a decorated ceiling. It's going to be thick, it's going to be heavy, but the way I picture it, it'll turn out really, really well. Let's over here. Nothing's changed. I just took out these really big and heavy chairs. I don't mean literally weight, but just look at how bulky that is in that room. I like this chair. It's a nice design, but it's 4 deep and 4 wide. And what is that? Probably even 4 tall. Where these chairs, which are not my idea, comes from some of those advanced sets, but it just changed the colors and maybe tweaked some things here and there. That's a good size. It fits in the room nicely. More of my OCD. I had where I had on each stair there had a solid 6 smooth, where 1x6, and on here had a 1x2 and a 1x4, and it just created a line in each stair where the treads in real life, they wouldn't have that kind of a gap. So I know why I did it. I was out of those pieces at the time, and I've acquired some more. Our bucket is laying there because it has a little flower there. I didn't realize that I didn't fasten that down, so that is to do. I know I've mentioned in the past, both of these homes are in a room that it's closed all the time, but dust manages, and these are covered. I only uncover that and this for the videos and when I'm working on it. Yeah, this thing still gets dust all over it. Anyway, kind of forget where I was going with that. Oh, it was here. I have this dumb window here blocking this door going down the stairs to stop the dust from going down here into this finished space, which is the kitchen, if you remember. I think that's about it. The other video covered things really, really well. I did have to steal. If you look at the videos way back then, I had a pressure gauge that was on there. You know, and I've cannibalized several sets I've bought over the years to build these things. But this train that my wife bought me eons ago, I wanted to build it, So I'm building it now, and the pressure gauge belongs to the engine on this train. So I need to find me a new pressure gauge, and I'm still missing. I know where all the pieces are. They're in that beast. But I'm not tearing that down, so I just, the good thing about nowadays is we have eBay and Lego.com and whatever else you can buy these things from. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. This is already too long as it is because I am a huge fan of still photography, and that's what I want to put the rest of this video is showing still photography. Thanks for watching, you guys. I really do appreciate your patience. Unfortunately, I can't dedicate as much time as I would like to building this, but that's why that one took me 15 years. That's something else I'm working on too. But okay, I'm hopefully going to have photographs after this. Thank you.